There we go. Okay, so hello, welcome to Vlogmas. I believe this is day 15. I'm a little off on the days. I'll probably figure it all out when I go into post. Um, okay, so today's Vlogmas episode, I have my little notes here of what we're doing for Vlogmas. Every day I'm going to have something really cool. Okay, so today's Vlogmas, we are going to talk about the ultimate Christmas playlist. Woo! And if you want to check in the link, I have made a little Spotify playlist of all my favorite songs that I'm going to talk about and mention. I'm going to kind of stick to the albums, but then I'll have a lot of honorable mention stuff as well. Like singles and things like that. I wrote my notes down, so let's see if I can read my notes because I write like a doctor. Okay, so the first one I want to talk about, and the order is not based on like what's the best, or it's just these are the ones I like to call it like my honorable mention stuff, things that bring up that memory. Okay, so with this particular first one, BoyzIIMen Christmas Interpretations. So what you guys don't know, or maybe you do know, I was a diehard BoyzIIMen fan growing up. And when I say die hard, I mean die hard. Like, I knew all the music from the Motown Philly days, even the early days, the Cooley High Harmony days. I've had both re-editions of all the different albums they've had. And I think I followed them all the way up until like the evolution period. What I love about this album is BoyzIIMen. You know, with BoyzIIMen, it's almost like they play off of Take Six a little bit, but then they do their own style. And what I love is just the various melodies, the harmonies, the balance, the foundation, and all of that. Now, yeah, I know the group now is three of them. I loved them when they were all four. I have tried to adjust to being all three of them, and I still do kind of support them. It's not that I don't support them. It's just that with any change, it's hard. And as a musician, I noticed that Michael Bass McCary's voice is not there because even though he is the bass, yeah, you notice it. It's noticeable, and that's just my opinion. Other people may hear it and they love it and they don't have a problem with it. But for me, when they do certain songs, I know Mike's not there because I was there from the beginning. I remember all the harmonies. I remember all the layers. I love on that one. What was that second album they did where they had that fast acapella song? I was young and didn't have nowhere to run. You know that one? I have a little cold, so my voice is doing its own thing, but we'll sing anyway. My son has something playing. I can hear it in the background. Okay, so with Christmas interpretations, I just went on my little spur, but you know, if you want to comment about things I just talked about, please do it in the for all us BoyzIIMen fans, the diehard ones, and all the little controversies. We can talk about it in the description box. But back to what I was talking about, the Christmas interpretation. So, I was in high school when this came out, and you know, Let It Snow with Brian McKnight, and everybody's in the little Christmas sweaters, and it's snowing, and it's just Christmassy. It just feels so good. One of my favorite songs on the album is I Never Thought I'd Fall in Love on Christmas Day. Wanye just, dang it, belts his heart out on that song. And what I love is that, you know, December for me is my birthday month. It's Christmas, it's winter, and that song, it's just even the way it starts. I fell in love. And you know, it's just so beautiful and rich. I will put that on the playlist, so please take a listen to that one. On a very special day, this feeling will never go away. I wanna know. I mess up the words, but you know what I'm getting at. Na 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 na, and for you, I will always care. It's just that velvety richness. Listen to it. Take a listen. If you've never heard it before, go on my Spotify playlist and take a listen. If I could play it on this video, I would, but unfortunately, I will get a copyright strike. I can do this. I can sing it as a cover though, so that was the cool part. So yeah, shout out to BoyzIIMen for that Christmas Interpretations album. Right on. I still support you and love you, even though I did have my little commentary about what happened. I understand. Things happen. Y'all had to make some decisions. I get it. I hope y'all work it out one day. If not, I still support y'all. Let's move on to the next song. Destiny's Child. So they did their album. They did a Christmas album. Here comes my son. I'm so sorry about that. So Destiny's Child did their Christmas album. And what I liked about it was that they got really creative. I'm typing it in now because I wanted to go over some of the titles of the songs on that album. Destiny's Child, It was their Christmas album. Oh, I can't spell today. Christmas. Blah 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 blah. Okay, Destiny's Child, and they did a project called 8 Days of Christmas. And what I liked about it was they changed the names to a lot of the songs. I'm pulling it up because I'm so darn old, and I remember like I was thinking of Platinum Bells instead of Silver Bells. What was some of the other things that they did on that project? Winter Paradise, the DC Christmas medley, you know, where they did a little medley of all different stuff. They did Silent Night, The Little Drummer Boy, and, you know, Solange was on that. And so I just really like that particular Christmas, you know, 8 Days of Christmas. I think that was really cool. It was creative. The look was really cool. You know, so much happened that year when they had their lineup change. Once again, another lineup change. And so with them releasing that project, it just kind of solidified, look, we're here. This is the new DC3. Own it. Take ownership. And they kind of did skyrocket, like, you know, after they did the Survivor project and then this one. So shout out to Destiny's Child for the 8 Days of Christmas project. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I will put one of the songs on my Spotify playlist. Okay, the next one I have here is Handel's Messiah Christmas. And these are one of those things that played in the car all the time when we were kids. I'm typing it in now. So I can, because I want to go over Handel's Messiah. I always said that wrong when I was a little girl. Handel's Messiah Christmas. Mom, what was the one that we used to play? Was it the Sounds of Blackness version? Or was it, oh, we used to play this all the time. Wait, say it again? Yeah, it was like the Sounds of Blackness version. And it's just so rich. That's what I remember about this particular. Yeah. Okay, here it is. The cover came up. I was like, where is this? Where is it? The Soulful Celebration. Handel's Messiah, a Soulful Celebration. That was the one. And I'm thinking of some of the songs like For Unto Us a Child is Born. They got all kind of different stuff in here. I can't play this. If I play it, I'll get a strike. But the image, I just remember I always remember the cover as a little girl. When I was a little girl, going to school. See, I'm playing it now and hit pause. So when I was a little girl, we would, my mom would always have something playing in rotation in the car. And so this particular Christmas, she had this one, and I believe she also had LaFace Family Christmas. I actually have that on my list as well. I'll talk about that in a minute. But what I remember about this one was just the rich sounds that came out of this particular project, Handel's Messiah, A Soulful Christmas. And I just enjoyed everything. This was, year 92. That's right. I was 12 years old when it came out. And so if you've never heard it, take a listen to it. I think you will enjoy the various sounds, the various movements. There's so many spirituals kind of going on in there too. If you have a church background and you just have that memory. So yeah, that's that one. Okay, and then I'll mention the next one, LaFace Family Christmas. Now this little loveliness just came with so much power-packed awesomeness. This is when I first discovered Outkast, where they're beginning to look a lot like, you know, that was awesome. And you saw Andre 3000, they're coming in with a bowl of cereal and the video. But that whole album, it was just so beautiful. I'm thinking of the TLC song, Very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Got Chili singing that little riff. And then Left Eye, rest in peace, you know, sleigh bells, jingle bell, Batman bells, giddy up, you know, that whole little phase. I think it was Tony Braxton who sang A Christmas Story on that one. I was thinking, Tony talks in a nose, everybody knows. I'm always thinking of Tony's voice in that. I love that moment. I love how Usher sang, hang low, mistletoe, I'm gonna get to know you better. He did This Christmas. And there's just so many cute moments on the LaFace Family Christmas album. I enjoyed that time period with LaFace, which was Babyface and L.A. Reid's company. And I believe they were offshoot of Arista or something like that. But just that whole musical package moment, it was beautiful. It was the era of the album. It was the era of the mixtape. It was the era when we just started really getting into CDs. So I will definitely include some of the mixes that I enjoyed on LaFace Family Christmas. I was just trying to see if there's anything else I remembered, but I'll put the pictures up as we go along with it. But I just remember that whole project. It was so cute. It was so fun, and there were so many good moments on that project. So if you've never heard it, go check it out. LaFace Family Christmas. Okay, Another one that I really like is the Jackson 5 Christmas album. And we used to play we used to play this one actually all year long. And with the Jackson 5, so with the Jackson 5 Family Christmas album, and I remember this to a T because, like I said, I would play this like all year long. You know, I keep thinking of songs like, oh my God, Chanell, don't do that. What is wrong with you? And just they just had so many like, you know, moments. I'm thinking of I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus. It was on the Motown Compact Classics. And that particular project, it just had so many cool songs. I'm trying to look up some of the songs that I remember. Pause. Yeah, Jingle Bell Rock. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. I hope you can't hear some of that in the background to play. You know, We Wish You a Merry Christmas. Just it just has such a great, rich Jackson 5 sound. If you ever get a free moment and you want to hear some more of those rich, beautiful Motown sounds with the lovely little Michael Jackson back in the days with the Afro, you know, go ahead and check that one out. Let's see what's next on my list. Okay, here's one. This was like a YouTube mix release. So this particular one was BJ the Chicago Kid's A Soulful Christmas. And what I appreciate about BJ the Chicago Kid is that even though we're now in a new industry, a new market, everything's streaming, people don't even buy CDs as much anymore or buy a whole album if it's a stream package, but they will listen to mixtapes. We will listen to, like, you know, little YouTube packages. And so he did like this, you know, mixtape kind of release of A Soulful Christmas. And it tells a story. It's only like, you know, a few minutes. It's not even a long project. But in the beginning, he has like a little skit. I think he pulled some stuff from a movie or something like that. And he tells a story. And then the next part, he's singing like he's away from his love from Christmas and he's thinking about the kids. And you get that crooner kind of thing going on. And then he ends it with, I believe it was a Christmas song, a Christmas story song. And it just, you just have this little heartfelt like moment. Like, it's just, you feel cold, but you feel the warmth too. Like, it's interesting. You know, we're in the winter during the holiday season, and so we have all of the you know, we have. Ooh, I'm so sorry. We have it's cold during the wintertime. And so everything we do is to bring warmth, cheer, jolliness. And that's the vibe that I get when I hear that project. Like, he's talking about the things that are going on outside of, you know, outside of like this oppressing, but then he's singing these songs like of the longing and the love. And so it's just a really good project. So look that up. BJ the Chicago Kid, A Soulful Christmas. Okay. Next I have Mariah Carey's Merry Christmas. Now, this project, there's so many things I can say about this. I love the song. I love the music. Carey's Merry Christmas. What I enjoy about this project is that she does a lot of those songs that I remember growing up. Like, I think of Jesus, Lord Jesus, you know, oh, what a wonderful child. Those kind of songs that we sing when we were kids and growing up. There's All I Want for Christmas. That song is everywhere, every year. I used to work in retail. So when I did retail, that would always be on they would give us like 3 different songs to play while our patrons and our customers came into the shop. And every CD or we would have this little thing in the back that we would just hit and it would change the song over. That song would be on, and along with that one, simply having a wonderful Christmas time. That one would always be there too. So what I like about what Mariah did when she wrote that song, it just gives so much Christmas joy, and you can feel that oozing out in her project and in her music. And she has something up now through Amazon where she's talking about when they wrote that particular song. Take a look at it. I'll post the link inside of my description so you can see it. Sorry about that. That's my son playing. But take a look at that when you get a free moment. Because she describes the whole songwriting process. I think she wrote it in a season when it wasn't even Christmas time. So she had to like recreate Christmas in her house to get the feeling, the style of the song. They talk about how timeless it is. And as a songwriter, for someone like me, I really enjoyed listening to their process of how they wrote it, from the lyrics to the sound to giving it that classic timeless sound, and how every year it's like it recharts itself. I think that is just so brilliant. In this industry, when you write music, you want to write music that's going to surpass you. You want to write something that's going to be a legacy, that's going to surpass time. And then also, it's a business. You want to try to compete. You want to do things that chart. You want to do things that bring in revenue for your company. I'm an indie artist, so that's something that we always talk about in our staff meetings is, both how do we make creative projects, but also how do we bring in good revenue. And I think that was the most genius thing that her team and that they came up with, that we're going to write this song that touches everybody's hearts and then also charts every year and just breaks different records. So I really appreciate that project. Okay, here's another one I have on my list. The Preacher's Wife soundtrack. And what I appreciate about the Preacher's Wife soundtrack is that it's just Whitney, and it's just all Whitney, and it's just so beautiful. I think about the joy to the world. I get the words wrong, sorry, but I remember the melody. You guys hear Whitney's voice. Let earth receive her king. I'll probably mess that up. Sorry about that. Like I said, I have a little cold, so I don't have my voice. With the Preacher's Wife, there's joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Because my voice has a frog in it, I can't get my higher register, but it's okay. You get the point. I just enjoy that entire project, even how they incorporated little things in the movie. I'm going to talk about the movie in another video for Vlogmas, but I just enjoy the melodies, the song. I enjoy the various songs on that project. So check that one out if you have not heard it. Here are my honorable mentions. Any Motown Christmas will do. That's one of those that's really, really, you're just going to get that, be it the Silent Night, be it a White Christmas from the Motown, I'm thinking of the Drifters one or something like that. Another one I have listed here is Kirk Franklin's Family Christmas. I'm thinking of Silver and Gold, when everybody's on that cover pose and everybody has on that little outfit. That was everywhere when that came out. Jesus is the reason for the season, yeah. Yes, he is. Oh, yes, he is. Oh, yes, he is. Yeah. That's choir for you right there. Who's the other one? I'd rather have Jesus than silver and gold. Gold, gold. I think of Tamala Man and I cannot think of her husband. Thank you, David Man, and their voices are just so in my head, like thanks, all I need. What's the rest of the words? I can hear the melody. Sing, Jay. That's my sister. Let me put her on the cam. Keep going. Jesus is the reason. Yeah. For the season, yeah. Yes, he, oh, yes, he is, yeah. That particular album is just beautiful. If you ever get a chance to get that one, Kirk Franklin's A Family Christmas, you will not be disappointed. I have one here, Luther Vandross, the classic Christmas album. And the reason why I picked that one is because it's Luther. I mean, if you've ever heard Luther do any rendition of any song, you'll just be in the car just like, sing, because he's got that velvet voice. I love the Mistletoe Jam. I was actually in the car driving home, and I had on Sirius XM Radio's Holiday Christmas on, and they played it, and I love the opener when she's like, "We're not getting another mistletoe because last time I did, I had twins," and I just love the storytelling. It's amazing. So check that one out. Luther Vandross, the classic Christmas album. I'm trying to see through my notes if I had any others. I love the song Silver Bells, and there's so many different songs that I love, but these songs that I picked here, like I said, I didn't put them in any particular order as far as greatness or anything like that, but these are just some of those staples that I remember growing up, and that just kind of is the soundtrack of my holiday season every year. So I wanted to share that with my community. So check my link below, my Spotify playlist for all those little Christmas tunes. I'll pick a couple of things. I may even, share the link of some of the albums if you want to hear the whole album's entirety. I always believe in Listen to the whole album. Listen to the storytelling of the album. But say you just want to hear a song, go ahead and check the song too. But yeah, listen to the storytelling in the album. That's what I always recommend. I am Chanell J. Wilson. I will be back for more Vlogmas and other things. Please check out my song, Draw Near to Me. Please, you can gift it. You can purchase it for someone and gift it to them. Support indie artists. It really helps us out with our revenue. It helps us out with branding. It helps us out with putting out more content. I have a project that's going to be coming out soon. We will release it at some point. When we had our last staff meeting, we talked about it. So at some point, we will be releasing that. And then I have my Chanell Sing series. It's going to be coming up soon on this channel. Please check back periodically for that, where I'll do a couple of tunes. And then also my art of storytelling series. My company just started a Blue Groove Productions channel, and we are going to be putting up a lot of our concert footage, tutorials, informational sessions, production sessions, just various different questions that we get from people. And we're going to start answering those questions and placing them on that channel. So please look at the link below and subscribe. I'll be back for more. If you enjoyed this, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will be back for more.